Hello, everybody. I'd just like to start out by saying a happy new year to all of you. And I hope 2023 brings you all of your goals and lots of happiness as well. Welcome back to this very special end of year 2022 bank video and collection log summary. Over the last few months, we've been working on several pieces of new content, including the Tombs of Mmorpg and quest releases. With that comes lots and lots of new items. And the last time we made one of these videos was actually just a few months ago, just before the Tombs of Mmorpg release. So now we're going to be seeing the bank video after all of those things have taken place, which means lots of new items to the bank from a few months ago. In fact, the progress has been absolutely insane. Let's dive straight into the bank right now, where we will show you the progress over the last few months. So as you can see straight away, the bank overall is 25.8 billion. Now that has been going up and down depending on items changing in price. That could be due to certain items becoming more useful, or maybe certain items being used for like this new Tombs of Mmorpg raid. So some of my stacks of items have bumped up the bank, and then others have kind of offset it, and also the new items we've added as well. You can first see here the max cash stack. That's always the signifying opening to the bank there. We have all of our bolts, arrows, many collections over the years, including this huge stack of iron arrows. Probably will never use them, but they're there, along with the rune arrows, addy arrows, probably from grinds like CG and Chambers of Xeric. As we scroll down, start to see some of the capes we've got as well. Lots of the max capes there. Recently got ourselves the Gommel's Avernic Defender 5. That is a new reward from the Master Diaries. You can now add that to your Avernic Defender and get all the teleports in there as well. Also, the Divine Rune Pouch, a new item since the last video. Now, 4 runes in 1 pouch. Very useful. A lot of these items here just tend to be stuff I've used recently, or just areas I don't really know where to put, so it tends to just sit in the main tab below the main part, which looks a little bit more neat, you know. The next tab is quite a useful one. It's one we've worked on recently as well. So I have sliced through some of my herb stacks recently. This is the herb potion and seed tab. A lot of the seeds now will stay in the seed vault, but some that I'm farming at the moment tend to stay here just so I can work on the potion stacks. So recently we were prepping for the next grind, so we decided to do a massive brew, restore, and super combat grind. So a lot of these stacks have been taken down by that. But as you'll see later, the potions are now looking quite nice for that grind. A lot of seeds we obtained from Tombs of Mmorpg. So look at that, 2.1k Rana seeds. You love to see it. Snapdragons coming out your ears. Torstols. And I believe the Tovlax are in the seed vault in the farming guild. You can probably see this tab here from the Fern Age Axe. I like to leave that there just for the tab placeholder there. But same with the seed vault. We store a lot of the items from clues now just in our POH and tend to just leave them there. I'll go through the logs later to show you which items we've obtained on those. Next up is the runes. Lots and lots of runes. Good job we've got lots of soul runes and chaos runes here because they are useful for a certain item we obtained. And then all the other rune stacks looking quite nice indeed. I wonder if they're going to use Wrath runes for another spell in the future, though. I feel like that would be quite useful. We'll have to see. Next up is our food and potions. So as you can see, our brews and restores are looking a little bit more healthy now. I believe at the start of Tombs of Mmorpg, we had about similar supplies, but that did take us down to around 0 just because we were at that piece of content for 3 months or so. So we just had to rebuild them, you know, do so many herb runs and get those back up so we could really dig our teeth into next and try and pull out the last few items. The next tab is the big boy tab. Always adding new items to this one, including this new release we've just done. So you should see a little bit of change to this one. Some big things to talk about here. 20 billion tab. This is where all of our big items are kept. You'll see straight away, we've got the core items at the top there. We have our newest God Sword added to the God Sword collection, the Ancient God Sword. Obtained the one not too long ago. As we scroll down, we're seeing more God Wars items here. 86 spears stacking up there. Loads of God Sword shards from that Zami grind. Some Zora items here. Tend to crush some of these down now for scales whenever I need them. We have the Visage set here. All of the ring collections here. From the various bosses like Wellness bosses and Dagon of Kings. We have the elusive Dragon Warhammer. The Cerberus boots set. Here is our dragon items. You can see the full dragon there. Plate body, kite shield included. Along with some other very nice dragon items. Loads of axes from the Rex grind. Rune items as we scroll down here. So on the left-hand side here, we have the Ranger set. The Crystal set here with the Bofa. Some various Slayer items, including the Granite. Loads of whips. And also the Revenant weapon set. More Slayer items as we go down here. Also got some Zenites. Plenty of placeholders there from Demonic Gorillas. Various resources here from PVM. Nearly 1 million Maple Logs now. I believe most of that's Kingdom. U-Logs and Magic Logs tend to come from PVM. Some Crystal Keys here. Lots and lots of bones. Probably quite a bit of Prey XP banks there. I think it'll be quite nice to use all these eventually. It'll be very, very satisfying just to use up a bunch of those. Have some placeholder visages here. Plenty of Vorkaf heads. And as we scroll down, you start to see the start of the raid items here. So we have multiple sets of Ancestral, multiple Kodais, T-Bows, Outer Mauls. Hydra items here, multiple lances coming in there, ferocious gloves. And then we have TOB items. Couple of scythes in there. Various other weapons. Got the full Twisted Ancestral from Challenge Mode raids. You'll see here, this line is a new addition to the bank. We now have every single Nightmare item obtained, including all 3 of the orbs, the Volatile Ardrich and Harmonized, including the Inquisitor set and some placeholder staffs there. Here is the newest items obtained to the bank. You can start to see the start of some next items here. We have 3 Torva Hounds to start the grind, which is kind of unfortunate. But as you can see here, the Tombs of Amascut was indeed a big grind. Plenty of Fangs in there. We have Light Bearers, multiple sets of Masori there. Fortified and the normal included. Also lots of wards in all colors. The normal version there. Fortified in both colors there. And then obviously the Fang ornament kit there for the 500 invocation. Here is the big boy, the big Tumican Shadow. Which means now we do have all of the big weapons. Let's pull out the T-Bow here as well. And you know what? We'll throw the Ellie in there as well. That is what you like to see in an inventory. We call it the Horseman of the Grind. So moving on to the next tab. It's our ores, bars, and gems. Very nice tab here. Building up plenty of ores, plenty of gems over the years. Looking extremely nice. This will be a lot of XP once we get around to using all this. But for now, we build it up. Next up is the tab for clues and various skilling challenges. Tends to be quite a random one, but just items I can pull out if we get like a follow the bard clue, or if we have like a skilling challenge. Usually a lot of the items are in here. So we tend to separate this from the others just to make it a little bit more convenient. Next up is our skilling jewelry and just miscellaneous items. Some big stacks you can see here. Loads and loads of white stacks here. Plenty of glories. We'll probably get rid of these once the eternal glory is obtained. But for now, it looks quite nice just to fill it all in. Various skilling outfits. Got all the diary items here. Fishing outfit. Some capes as well. If we ever end up losing the max cape due to a new skill coming out, obviously we're going to go back to using construction cape, crafting cape, all that. So we'll keep those in the bank for now. Some random skilling stuff here. We've got lots of bracelets for the charges for the rev weapons. Plenty of battle stuffs for skilling purposes. Quite a few Skotizo totems to use up there. And then just various stuff scattered around. Tends to be a little bit more disorganized, this tab, as I'm always adding stuff to it. But overall, it's still saying 660 mil. Somehow, Must be due to these stacks here, you know, maybe the dragon darts. All adds up. Last up is a very old and a very simple tab, the Barrows tab. Maybe some of these items I've obtained recently from doing a few Barrows runs here and there. And then these are just the sets we have completed before. It's actually one of the ones we do have to do a lot on the log, just because the grind for Barrows was done back in 2015. And obviously the log was released in 2018, so they will not be logged on there. But overall, that is the bank. So since the last, we have finished Tombs of Amaska, added all these items, finished the Nightmare, and added quite a lot of bank value overall. So let's run over the log real quick now. Good thing about the log is it now also includes boss kill counts, so we can go over all of that during the log. So on my boss logs here, you'll notice that a lot of these are still yet to be greened. That is because, you know, we're missing like one item that maybe we've obtained in the past. So I think the goal will be to obtain the items I've not physically got yet, which as of right now is just the next items and any new grinds that come out next year. Then I will focus more on log and probably go for all of the pets as well. As long as I've not got items to hunt, I think I'll be actively working on the pets mostly. So let's run through these. Abyssal Side, we're just missing the Abyssal Dagger there. Hydra is all done, as that was a more recent pet grind. So that is looking quite a nice one there. Barrows, as I mentioned earlier, very incomplete, even though all the sets are in the bank there. So a lot of these are needing to be obtained again. Briarfoe is logged due to the Master Clue grinds and needing that staff. Nice one to get out of the way. Callisto, we are just missing the pet on there. Cerberus, we're missing all the crystals and the Jar of Souls, as this was an older grind. Chaos Elemental is all done, nice and easy. Shares a lot of the same items with some other bosses. Chaos Fanatic, we'll need to go back and obtain the shards there. Zilliana, we do have all items apart from the Armadillo Crossbow, as that was an item we obtained, I believe, back in 2014. Very, very long time ago. But we did manage to get the pet early, so we're going solely back now for the crossbow. The next one is pretty painful. Yeah. Corp log is not even with a spirit shield. Pain. Absolute pain. But I do plan to go for the jars in the future, so hopefully we can tick off some of these. But to redo this one would be... Yeah, it would be... I think pain is an understatement. Crazy Arc, about the same. Probably got this from a random kill. Shard and the Fedora to obtain. Dagon of Kings, almost done. But we are very dry on that Rex pet there. 16.5k dry. Fight Caves, nice and easy. Already got the pet. Gauntlet, already done as well. Got that nice enhanced on there. General Grador, as you can see, need the Bandos still. But we still have the pet for this one, so not too worried. We will probably get the items before the pet on that. Giant Mole, nice and easy. Grotesque Guardians. I've not obtained a Jar of Stone before, so that's all good. We can go for it anyway. Do have the Tourmaline Core logged in there already, so most likely going to finish all these common items before the jar. Hespori, already done. Inferno, have obtained the pet as well. Calfight Queen, also another jar grind. We'll need to obtain that. King Black Dragon, another dry pet grind there, nearly 11,000 dry. We have a green log from Krakenir as the pet has been obtained. All other items looking nice. Kriara, we need to obtain the Armadillo Hilt. Just obtain the pet before the hilt. And this original hilt was obtained back in 2014, along with a lot of the other God Wars items. Krill, one of our biggest pet grinds right now. Very, very nice log with lots of items on there. But we are missing the pets, so that's stopping that from then completing the log. Next log is the one we're progressing on right now. This one will probably be filled in over the next few months. It is one of our newer grinds and actually the only grind we need physical items from. So all of these items here, I do not actually have in the bank yet. The next one is the most satisfying green log for me. The Nightmare is done. It took us a long time to get this done just because of the normal Nightmare kill count. But since they released Fosani, you know, I've been doing kills here and there. Did obviously take a break from it because of Group Ironman and other various pet grinds I was focusing on. I wasn't as motivated to go back to Nightmare just for the 2 orbs because I knew they were really, really rare. But I decided to do Nightmare just for some filler content while I was prepping for next, and we managed to get these last 2 somehow, but it's out the way and it's done. Obor, just missing the club. A little bit dry on it, but I'm sure we'll get it soon. Ceratnis, also another jar grind coming in there. Scorpia, we need the pet. Skotizo, just a Dark Totem. Maybe the Dark Totems I've got in the bank right now will get us that. We'll have to see. Temperos, we are missing the pet on that one. And a Dragon Harpoon as well, which we could obtain also off the worms. Thermonuclear Smoke Devil is another jar grind there. Venenatis, we need to go back and obtain the ring. Just another older item we obtained. Vetian is all done, so that's looking very, very nice there. Vorkath, a little bit painful. We do need all of the rare items we've obtained, which is the Skeletal Visage, the Jar of Decay, and the Dragonbone Necklace. Wintertodd, just a simple tome grind there, so should be easy enough. Zalcano, another pet grind needed there. And Zora, another weird one. No Tanzanite Fang on the log in 10.6k kills, but that is due to this also being a very old grind. So Jar of Swamp and Tanzanite Fang will have to be reobtained for that green log there. So overall, you can see quite a trend here. You know, it's either the pets or the jars or just some various big items that we've got in the past. But I think most of the green logs we can get there is just from getting the pet or the jar. Moving on to the raids here. A lot of the raid items are done. We're just missing the pet on the Chambers of Xeric, along with the capes there. You'll see that it's mostly the capes over all logs. Theatre of Blood is about the same. Just the car legs was pre-log, so need to reobtain those, but I should get that before the pet. Plus, we still got to do the hard mode grind, so we'll be getting those items anyway. And then Tombs of Amaska, a more recent grind, a very filled-in log. Just missing the kill count capes, but everything else is looking very nice there. Plenty of placeholders, 21 fangs, 21 light bearers, multiple sets of Masori. The last item being the Shadow at purple 65, which then went on to get in the fang kit and also all the pet transmogs as well. Going through the clues now. Some of these items are logged. Some of the items are not logged, but already in the house. I'll just run through the log items today. So beginner clues is all done. Easy clues, we have 128 out of 131, so almost done. Just missing a few rare items here, including the Team Cape Eye, Cape of Skulls, Golden Chef Hat, and I believe that may be it, as we have obtained the Monk's Robe G there, so very nice. Mediums, 111 out of 115. I believe we do have these items physically, just a case of filling them back in for the log. Looks like a few elegant pieces there. A little bit more rarer. And also the cat mask there to finish that one. So that one is also almost done. Hard clues, 119 out of 134. I believe we've got some rare items to go on here, including the D-hide shields, D-hide pieces as well. But overall, getting nice and filled. Probably ticked off some of these already pre-log, but by the time we get all the D-hide and maybe finish this last rune plate bodies here, we might be able to obtain some more of the common items. So good progress on that one. Elite Clues, 34 out of 59. Elite Clues actually did come out a long time ago. So we did obtain quite a few of these prior to the release of the log. But already nice progress going back on it. I think a lot of these 929 we probably done before 2018. But we've started filling in a few more items again. Tend to swap in a bit more for Masters now. So maybe not as many Elites completed. But overall, 34 out of 59. Plenty of common items to tick off there. I mean, we've got all of these kits here. These are nice and common. Just a case of landing on them again. Master Clues, 32 out of 49. No Bloodhound obtained yet. Do need a lot of the kits. Do have some rare items ticked off in here, including the Anku. No placeholders yet, which is really nice. Just need the gloves and the Anku leggings there. Other than that, still quite a few common items to reobtain. Probably got these pre-log. I believe we've got the Mummy Head pre-log as well. And I think we've actually finished the Robe of Darkness set, so we need to reobtain one of those. But overall, looking quite nice indeed. Onto the rare items now. I believe in the house we do have a 3rd Age range top. But the logged gilded items as of now is Plate Body, Chain, Square, and 2H. We've also got the Scimitar, the 2H sword, and the spade there. And obviously the 3rd Age axe is logged, as that was a more recent one. Fortunately off stream, so there's no clip of that. Quite ironic how I got that, actually, because I was doing a woodcutting session off stream, you know, just to obtain the beaver pet. And I actually received a elite clue nest, so I just decided, you know, elites don't give too much. I may as well go do it off stream. I ended up landing the Mimic, and then the Mimic ends up landing the 3rd Age axe. So 3rd Age axe from woodcutting Very nice. And then a nice shared log here. Easily completed with all the clues we've done. Lots and lots of firelighters and teleports on there. So now on to mini games. These are ones where we could probably start to fill in the log a lot more. As you can see here, 924. Not the most, and that is because we've not really worked on a lot of these and a lot of the other tabs either. So we'll just quickly run through these of the grinds we've not done. A lot of these incompleted items completely. Yeah, some of these grinds I've not even touched yet, to be honest. So really free items. Did this one recently to rebuild the blood runes. Few more items to obtain on here. Last man standing, we do have a lot of points, so we could start to tick off some of these items here. Another grind we've not really done there. Same with this one. Couple more random items to obtain on pest control. Shades of Mortar, just got to go back for a few of the locks here. Rogue's Den is all done. Soul Wars, not really a grind we've done yet either. Temple Trekking, nice and easy. Type Farm, just got the hats for the clue. Trouble Brewing, also untouched. And Volcanic Mine also tends to be untouched as well. So you can see here, a lot of free log slots, just a case of going over and doing them. But obviously the priority right now is just working on the items and pets. Same with the other as well. So here are the pets we've obtained so far. Can run through these real quick. 30 out of 51. We are missing still quite a few boss pets. Some of the big dry ones right now. But you'll notice here that a lot of the pets we actually need now are going to be minigame pets and also skilling pets. So not a lot of skilling pets obtained, to be fair. May take some time to tick these off. Do need a couple of the raid ones as well. So we wanted to revisit those. But overall, some really nice boss pets. Some nice group boss ones out the way. And a lot of the newer ones also obtained as well. We move on to some more of these unfilled logs here. Need a few more champion scrolls for the cape there. Chaos Druids we did get done. Chompy Bird Hunting all unfilled. Creature Creation also unfilled as well. Defenders are done. Fossil Island Notes are done. Gloss Experiments. We've not logged any of the Zenite items because this was all pre-log. Same with the Monkey Backpacks. Not bothered to do that grinds. Motherlode Mine is all done. My Notes, just a case of doing some more Mythal Dragons. Random events. Need to go and probably tick off some of these. Just a case of getting those events. Revenants, a really nice tab. I did all this grind schooled, actually. So that's why we've not obtained the Ancient Emblem or Totem, as prior to the update, you actually couldn't obtain these if you were schooled at all. So we could go back, kill one of the bosses and probably get those done easy. Rooftop Agility, all done. Lots of Mats of Grace there. Shading Armor, nice and easy. Shooting Stars, nice and easy log there. Skilling Pets, once again, not a lot obtained. Slayer, yeah, quite a few of these items we have received in the past, including the Imbued Heart, Eternal Gem, Wyvern Visage, all that. So quite a few items we will need to go and re-obtain here. But overall, we've managed to fill in a good amount since the log came out. Just a case of going back and really filling in some of these more common items here. Tsar, not a grind we've bothered yet, and Miscellaneous. Let's see what items we've actually got after log here. So we managed to get the lump after log, which is good. The slice as well, some nice grinds out the way. Dragon Warhammer needs to be re-obtained. Eternal Glory not done yet. Got a couple of evil chicken pieces. We have 3 Dragonstone pieces, no placeholders, really nice. And then other than that, just random slots we must also fill in. So looks like some big grinds to do here after the log. And that, I believe, is the entirety of the log. So the last thing I want to run through here is just our combat tasks. So we've been working on the newer Tombs of a Massacre ones recently. That managed to finish the Masters for us. As of now, we've only got the Grandmasters to go, which we'll work on over 2023. We've managed to tick off a lot of the solo boss grinds here. So you'll see a lot of green ones here. Most of the challenges left is speedrun. So it's just a case now of just finding teams and then doing the speedruns to tick these off. So a bit of raids to do there. A couple more next challenges. I believe that's like the coughing one. Probably the duo. Nightmare, that's the one without you losing any prayer. Theatre of Blood, I believe a lot of those are now speedruns. Also, Perfect Theatre is on there. Theatre of Blood Harbor, not really done that grind yet, so a lot of those are not done. Expert Mode, that'll be speedruns and also some other challenges like the Perfect Rooms. Jab, that's a speedrun. Zuck, few more challenges here. Still got to get the Stay Above 50 HP one. Other than that, it's the speedrun and budget gear. And that's pretty much done. So yeah, very obtainable. Just need to do speedruns now, kind of practice those up, and then tick off a few more of the harder challenges at Theatre of Blood and Tombs of Amascut, and those will all be done. Other than that, guys, I think that pretty much covers everything that we've done in the last few months and everything for 2022. I'm really excited for some of the grinds coming out in 2023. We've got some new quests coming out, including Desert Treasure 2. Also, some new bosses coming out in January. I believe the first quest coming out is a sub-quest for Desert Treasure 2 by the name of Secrets of the North, and that brings out 3 new items for us to obtain. They're also reworking the wilderness bosses and moving them to their own caves, which means we'll be able to obtain some new items there, including the upgrades to the Revenant weapons. So it looks like that grind didn't go in vain after all. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave it a like and look forward to more reaction videos and more clips coming to the YouTube channel in the next year. If you did enjoy, make sure you like on your way out and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you all in 2023. Once again, have a happy new year and see you in the next video.